Microphone test, microphone test. Hello and welcome. Oh, I haven't done this in so long, I almost forgot how. Alright. Oh no, look at all that buffering. Oh, I don't like it. Why is there always buffering? Oh my goodness, why is there always buffering? Good morning, microphone check. Can you hear me clearly and am I buffering? Can you hear me clearly and am I buffering? Oh man, I haven't live streamed in so long and now it's just looking funky already. Microphone check. I think I can hear myself. Let me see if I can hear myself and see if it's buffering because it looks bad on this side. Hmm. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Okay, say good morning and hi and no buffering on my phone. Hooray! Okay. Well, I'm going to ignore that because it looks funky, but okay. I haven't live streamed in a while. It feels funny. Okay. How's the audio? I am back in my recording studio. I'm recording from my. I guess the audio is good because I just hurt myself. Okay, so just like the title says, I am going to be deciphering the song. So the last couple of days, my videos have been about those two guys that you see on the screen, mostly, well, Pharrell and Jay-Z, and the song Entrepreneur. That is the song that came out not quite a week ago. Let's see. If you go to YouTube, the video looks like that. I don't have a screen share up right now, but let me know, have you, for whoever's watching now or later on in the comment section, have you heard the song Entrepreneur by Pharrell? Have you heard the song by your camera came on earlier, it was all black, I couldn't see or hear you. Yeah, that was kind of a test run. It didn't work out right. But let me know, have you heard the song Entrepreneur by Pharrell featuring Jay-Z? I did a I did a video reaction. Yeah, video reaction on it a couple of days ago. Let's see what that looks like. So that's that one there. I don't have my screen share set up today, so I can't show you other than on my phone. But this one right here, this was me doing a reaction video. And then the following day, I did like a response of my reaction because I didn't really. I felt like at the end I kind of downplayed it. Like it was a good message, but I feel like at the end of my reaction video, I kind of it went south. So, have you seen have you seen Entrepreneur by Pharrell? If not, go watch it, come back to this video, and then let me know what you think about it. In the follow-up video, I was talking about my reaction and why I felt a certain kind of way. And I hate to come across as a hater, but it kind of sounded like that. So today, what I'm going to do, and then in the last video, I also said, Jay-Z, I was looking for the blueprint and you didn't give it to me. And that was referring to actually, if you don't know, if you're not familiar with Jay-Z, because not everybody listens to his music, but he has an album called The Blueprint, right? And he's also an entrepreneur. I mean, they both are. Both of these gentlemen are entrepreneurs, but Jay-Z specifically had an album called The Blueprint. and he is a mogul, an entertainment mogul. They both are, Pharrell and Jay-Z. And so they are entrepreneurs in their own right, whether it's the entertainment industry, clothing, fashion, trends, and of course, songwriting. And I think maybe some acting. I want to say that Pharrell maybe has done some acting. So, anyways, what I want to do today is to break down the lyrics. You see them scrolling on the screen there. I'm actually going to read. I'm not going to sing the lyrics. You want to hear the song, you got to go and listen to the music video. But I'm actually going to go through the lyrics line by line, and then I'm going to give my interpretation of it. I'm going to give my interpretation of it. I was going to make a follow-up video yesterday. I actually recorded myself on the way to work, and it said something like, most of my teachers, the people that I read or look up or research, most of my teachers are like white collar business graduates, or Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, all these type of people that have traditional types of businesses, or people that are either authors or something like that, like the straight and narrow. Like, I don't listen to hip hop, and I don't listen to these rappers. And so I kind of was wondering, am I missing out on possibly learning something about business because I don't listen to these people? And also, in yesterday's comment section, a young lady by the name of Che Buggins, she says, if you want the blueprint to entrepreneurship, go listen to Nipsey Hussle, sis. That was a comment from Madam Che Buggins. A young lady left that comment about 13 hours ago. I'll let you guys go to the comment section, but that young lady told me that I should check out Nipsey Hussle, and it had me thinking, like, the last 24 hours, like, I'm not really into rap. I don't really follow hip hop, but am I possibly missing out on something? So I wanted to break down these lyrics here and see what they mean. I'm going to give my interpretation of them. I want you to let me know if you agree, disagree, or if you have your own interpretation of them in the chat or in the comments. So give me 1 second. I got to go back to the page I was on where I was looking up the lyrics. Oh my. I think I've opened up too many tags again. Did I say tags? Tabs. So I got them scrolling up on the screen. You can kind of look through them, but I do want to break them down for you. And thank you guys for the ones who showed up during the live chat. I don't really have a scheduled time that I go live. I was going live on Tuesdays for Opportunity Tuesdays, and I'm just making adjustments along the way as things work out, or not don't work out. So thank you, The Wiz. Shout out to The Wiz. Shout out to Nicole, who are my regulars, and almost are always there when I do go live. So thank you, thank you. See, I like Pharrell and his music, but this latest is not my style. I don't quite understand it. I don't quite like Jay-Z music, but I like his background from a business standpoint. I probably agree on both of those. Both of those. So here we go. These are the lyrics to the song Entrepreneur. And I'm just going to read straight through it as if I were reading a book. And I recommend you, everybody who listens to music, especially young people nowadays, take time to look at lyrics and read the lyrics so you can see what the meaning is. I can go off on a tangent, but I won't. But lyrics are important because every song has a message. And it may be a good one and it may not be such a good one. So here we go. I am Black Ambition. I am always whispering. They keep telling me I will not, but my will won't listen. Gravity on a black man with everything on his back and his family in passion if the doors ain't cracking. And this is the chorus line. You gotta let go, let go. If you want to fly, take the leap. You gotta risk it all, risk it all. Or there'll be lots of things you'll never see. You gotta let go, because you never know what's in store, Mr. Entrepreneur. And here's the first verse. In this position with no choice, a system imprison young black boys, distract with white noise. The brainwashed become hype boys. Third eye dilate. You wasn't supposed to make it off Section 8. Robbing Peter just to pay Paul. Prepare to risk everything. There's the chorus line again. You need to let go. If you want to fly, take the leap. You got to risk it all, or there'll be lots of things you'll never see. Remember, black is space, and it's the color of your face. There will be no sunny days if black went away. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are 16 stanzas of the black man. And what I mean by that is the black man, black man, black man, black man, that part. There are 16 lines of that. Right after that, it says, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the drip that you're used to. They don't make them like they used to. I feel like there's more to this. I might have downloaded the wrong lyrics. Or there's either a little bit more to this or that other part is repeated. Because I had to look through a couple of lyric sites to get the right one. Let me check one more lyric site because I think there's a little bit more after that. But what do you guys think about those lyrics so far? Whoever's listening or whoever's watching on the replay, what do you think about the lyrics so far and what does that mean to you? Let's see, what is the site that I went to last time? Because I feel like there's a little bit more on there. Let's see, let me go to lyrics.com. Yeah, there's definitely more. I don't know what happened to those lyrics. Here we go. I'm going to pick it back up where I left off. So don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the drip that you're used to. They don't make them like they used to. Lies told to you through YouTubes and Hulus. Shows with no hues that look like you do. Black Twitter, what's that? When Jack gets paid, do you? For every one Gucci, support 2 Fubus. Sippin' Crip a Cola, consumer and a owner, till we all vertically integrated from the floor up. Do say, pour up, sip ace till I throw up, like gang signs, except I bang mines for both ya. Serial entrepreneur, we on our own. Stop sitting around waiting for folks to throw you a bone. If you can't buy the building, at least stock the shelf. Word. Then keep on stacking till you stocking for yourself. See, everything you place after black is too small a term to completely describe the act. Black nation, black builder, black entrepreneur. You in the presence of black excellence, and I'm on the board, Lord. And from that point on, it's the repeating of black man. I think I told you that first set was about 16 lines of black man. And I did a little quick math yesterday. Black man, black man, black man. Like that repeated. And then do that 16 times. 3 times 16. I think I came up with like 51 or 53. I didn't know if that was symbolic or not. At this point, I'm going to go back over it and break it down and see what type of symbolism and meaning, both obvious meaning and then some deeper meanings there. I think I saw somebody come in. Yes, Cubs Den, welcome, welcome. Hello, host, hello, house. Cubs Den, by the title, you know that I am talking about what I've been talking about for the last 2 or 3 days now. I did a reaction video the other day. I only saw it that one time, actually. It's funny. I had heard about Jay-Z. I keep saying Jay-Z. It's Pharrell's song featuring Jay-Z. I had heard about the song Entrepreneur by Pharrell through a third party. I watched it. I did a reaction video. If you haven't seen it, go back, check it out. It was fine until the very end. I got a little sour at the end just my own personal issues. I did a follow-up video explaining what some of those issues were, and then somewhere in that video I talked about how, man, I was really hoping that this song was going to, give me the blueprint, to entrepreneurship. I just mentioned somebody from my comment section saying, if you want the blueprint, go check out Nipsey Hussle. My thing is, I don't listen to hip hop, so I don't know if I'm missing out on something, some type of street education here as far as business is concerned or not. But what I wanted to do is give this my full attention and actually break down the lyrics. So that's what you see on the screen. You see the lyrics scrolling up. You see Jay-Z there on the left. There's Pharrell on the right. And actually, that little black and white box, if you have not noticed, is a design of my own. That's actually my design. That's not the album cover or anything. That's something that I came up with and put together maybe a month or two ago, and it's actually available for purchase on Teespring. If you check out that link in the blue and white, that is my Teespring URL link to go there. I'll actually drop that in here right now. Now that I think about it, and you can buy it as a pillow. There's a cute pillow. I've already ordered mine. It's on its way. There's a cute pillow. There we go. There's a cute pillow that goes with, and you can get it on a t-shirt or a hoodie or stickers. I'm thinking about putting it on a hat as well, but for the moment, that's what that's on. So if you're wondering what that little black and white picture is, it says Entrepreneur. I say it that way because, believe it or not, some people, when they see it spelled out, they have trouble pronouncing it. Like, I've had people have trouble pronouncing my name when they read it. It's a French word, but I mean, we do use it in English, but some people have trouble pronouncing it. And one day I was playing around with the words, like, how can I put my name? I think I might have been trying to think about a logo. Like, how can I put my name so that people can sound it out and be able to say it? And then I came up with that design. So that is my original design. If you would like to purchase it and get something cool for yourself or your favorite entrepreneur, you can go ahead and follow that link, and it would support the channel. So thanks so much. All right, so I've read through the lyrics one time. Now I'm going to go down the song and give it my interpretation. If you agree with something, let me know. If you disagree with something, let me know. And if you have your own interpretation of it, also let me know. White noise is supposed to be soothing, and TLC Group has had a song, Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. Very good, very good. Yes, I already, I was going to make this video yesterday, ended up scrapping it because it didn't come out right, but I came up to that conclusion too. Maybe they sampled that song. I understand it from that point of view. Cool, very cool. All right, here we go. Let's break it down. I am Black Ambition. So ambition is that inner something that tells you to go for more. Ambition is just like, don't settle for the status quo. If somebody just tells you, here's your life, this is how you live it, you want something more, you want something different. You always want to push to make yourself and your circumstances better. So I get that part. I am Black Ambition. I am always whispering. They keep telling me I will not, but my will won't listen. Now, what is the whispering part? Is that inner voice that people have, like, I would really like to do this in my life. Oh, I wish I could try that out. I have this goal or this dream to do that. That's what I'm thinking that is. I am always whispering, because whispering is the opposite of speaking out loud, right? When you want to voice your opinions and declare something strongly, you say it out loud. When you're not sure of something, or maybe if you want to keep it a secret, you whisper, right? So that's my interpretation of that part. I am always whispering. They keep telling me I will not, but my will won't listen. That will is that inner, that volition to just like, I'm going to do it, right? I'm going to do it. Let's see. Gravity on a Black man with everything on his back and his family, and passion if the doors ain't cracking. So gravity, what is gravity? Gravity is that thing that holds us here on Earth, keeps us, as the scientists say, keeps us from floating off in outer space. But gravity is also something that can push down. It literally pushes us down. And depending on what altitude that you live in on the planet Earth, people that live in higher spaces, like up in mountain areas, there's less gravity because they're not as close to the center of the Earth, right? And the farther down you are, the more gravity there is. So bam, I just thought about that. The higher up you are, the less gravity there is pushing down on you. And it says here, gravity on a black man. So what does gravity do? Presses you down. So is that oppression? Don't know. With everything on his back and his family and passion. So traditionally, the man is the leader of the household. In households where the family unit is whole, the man is the leader, he's the headship, and he is responsible for his family, traditionally speaking. So he does have his everything on his back, including, being the provider, being the protector, being the leader, being the one to lead the family ahead. It says his family and passion. So those are two different things. Your family is your obligation. That's what you have to do. That's your responsibility. But your passion, maybe that's something you just want to do for yourself. And have you ever heard of, I think it's a Langston Hughes? Is it Langston Hughes that wrote the poem, A Dream Deferred? So lots of people have dreams, but they put those dreams up on a shelf in order to fulfill those obligations. So that's what I'm getting from that. With everything on his back, his family and passion, if the doors ain't cracking. What are the doors? The doors of opportunity, right? We're waiting just to get our foot in the door, just to get our baby toe in. We just give us a chance. Just crack that door open so we can show you what we have and maybe make something of ourselves or improve life for you as well. Next part says, and this is pretty much the chorus line here. You gotta let go, let go. So what are we letting go? Are we letting go of fear? Are we letting go of doubt? Are we letting go of possibly responsibilities? Are we letting go of the status quo and everything that we know and that we're familiar with and comfortable? It says here, you got to let go. And it doesn't just say let go, it says it twice. First, and then in parentheses, you got to let go, let go. If you want to fly, take the leap. So if you want to do something, you got to go for it. You got to risk it all, risk it all. What types of risks are we talking about? Financial risk is probably the one that's at the forefront of people's minds because to be an entrepreneur, I know, you do have to invest money. You have to invest money in marketing, advertisement, products, people, if you have employees, paying their wages, you do have to risk money. But another thing that you risk when you're venturing into the world of entrepreneurship is your reputation. You are risking your reputation, you're risking losing face, you're risking losing other opportunities. Because if you are focusing on entrepreneurship, you're not focusing on other things like a job, like a relationship, like sometimes your kids, like free time. So there are definitely things that you have to give up. He says risk, I say sacrifice. And sometimes people are successful in their business, but they have lost other things that are important to them. But it says here, you got to risk it all. Or there'll be lots of things you'll never see. I think that part is pretty straightforward. There will be things that you'll never see. You got to let go because you never know what's in store, Mr. Entrepreneur. I like that part because it's a play on words, like you never know what's in store. And store, as in merchandise, brick and mortar. Store is something that is maintained by a merchant or entrepreneur. So that's that breakdown there. What do you think about it so far? In this position with no choice, a system imprisoned young black boys. So in this position with no choice, what type of people don't have choices? I feel like I want to say everybody has a choice, everybody has a chance, but that's really not true, is it? When you start off life as a disadvantage, there's opportunities, but not as many. And not having choice, that means somebody else is making the choice for you. A system imprisons young black boys, yes. I do believe, and I have read, I had a book a while back. I can't remember who wrote that book, but at least here in the United States, here in the West, the system is set up. The prison system is set up. The prison system is a business, is a private, there's state penitentiaries, and then there's private penitentiaries. I personally do believe that for the sake of business, certain entities look for opportunities to make a profit. And I think sometimes that can be at odds with the legal system. A system imprisons young black boys. Yes, we all should know. Look up the statistics that these systems, these prisons are populated more by people of a darker hue than people without. Let's get to that part where the Wiz said we've got distract with white noise, the brainwashed become hype boys, third eye dilate. Now you're right about that. What does she say? White noise. Oh, Cubs then said, love the rhyme with store and entrepreneur. Yeah, the rhyming part is good too. I like that part. Yes, the Wiz says white noise is supposed to be soothing. True. There is white noise, which, if you don't know what it is basically noise without words or something that is distracting. It could be something like static. It can be nature sounds like oceans or a wind playing. They've got different things for white noise, and it is a distraction. It is something to keep your mind focused or relax your mind or to help you fall asleep. Here it says, distract with white noise. Let's play with that word white for a little bit. In the media, there are some people that believe in either fake news or red flags or red herrings. I won't get too political, but basically, some people believe that some of the things that we see in the news are distracting us from what we really should be paying attention to. So that white noise can be both a play on words again. We've got white noise to distract. Distracting you from what, though? I'll leave that up to you. And then it says the brainwashed become hype boys. Who are the brainwashed? I personally don't watch TV. Ask my kids, ask my family. I have a thing with television programming and the news. I have not watched TV for about 10 years now, and I actually have a video on that. So if you want to know about why I don't listen to the radio, go check that out. I probably will eventually at some point make a video about why I don't watch TV. I do believe we have to be careful what we put into our eyes and what we put into our ears, and that the more that you listen to something or watch it, you can become, I'll say, conditioned. He says brainwashed, I'll say conditioned. So it says here the brainwashed become hype boys. What are hype boys? You let me know what your definition of the word hype boys is, and I'll give you my definition. Back in the 90s, there was a group called Public Enemy. And one of the hype guys, one of the front and center guys to get the crowd up and moving, it was a guy named Flavor Flav. I think he's got a show called The Flavor of Love or something like that. I've heard of it, but I've never watched it because I don't watch TV. I only hear this kind of stuff from my coworkers. But he had a giant clock around his neck, and he's talking about what time it is, and he was like, yeah, 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 and he's getting the people pumped up. That to me is a hype boy. So it says the brainwashed become hype boys. Third eye dilate. Now we're venturing into some new age stuff, talking about, psychic powers and the pineal gland and manifesting things, and probably even a little bit of law of attraction, which is all based off of your inner power or things that you can do and manifest with yourself. Okay, I'm going to finish this next section here, and then I'm going to dive into the chat because I do see some movement. It says here, you ain't supposed to make it off Section 8. For those of you who don't know, here in the United States, Section 8 is a government program that subsidizes housing. And it's not like the projects where they're only the poor people are off to the side living somewhere. Section 8 is funded so that there is more opportunity for equal housing, which means someone who may not necessarily be able to afford a nice apartment or house or condo can do so in a nicer neighborhood due to the subsidies, right? But it says here, you ain't supposed to make it off Section 8, meaning just because you have this opportunity, that's not where you're going to get rich. You're not going to get ahead on this system. You have to do more. Going back to that ambition, you have to work harder, do more, look for more opportunities, not depend on this. And then this last part here says, robbing Peter just to pay Paul, prepared to risk everything. So I think that one's pretty straightforward. People that live check to check or check to Monday, you're always seem to be in some type of debt. You took out a loan over here, you can't pay it back, so you're taking out a loan over here. That's pretty straightforward there. All right, I see movement in the chat, so I'm going to take a quick break here to see what you guys are saying, and then I'm going to jump back into my interpretation, which is definitely not the end-all be-all. This is just how I see it. So please, please make sure that you're letting me know what's on your mind, how you interpret these lyrics. It says, oh, I gotta go back up. Oh, I missed quite a bit. I see the official bunny. All right. Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Maybe he has been silent for so long he's now ready to be heard now. Everybody's listening to this song of his. Official Bunny, who used to be Kitties, I remember. Saying hello to Cubs Den. Let's see. Man, you guys got a lot of love for each other. All of his feelings and thoughts, he's letting it go and putting it into the song. Ah, okay. He's letting it go and putting pen to paper. Got you. Bunny has a cold. Cubs Den had slight fever yesterday, but the problem is I'm looking after his kids and can't take a break from that. So I'm just helping none of these babies get poorly. I hope it's just a slight cold because there's so much going on. I pray for healing for you and your family and those babies. And I pray vitality and strength and recuperation. If you listen to the news, this is Cubs Den now. If you listen to the news, you are misinformed. But if you don't listen to the news, you're uninformed. You got it. You got it. So I live in a bubble. I admit, I live in a bubble, my own self induced bubble, and I don't know what's going on. I get all my news filtered from my coworkers because I believe what you just said. I'm going to go into the next one. The Wiz says buzzwords. Yes, buzzwords. Things that are, matter of fact, Charles Gilmore, he's another YouTuber that I follow. He made a video the other day about trigger words. Now, I've been in therapy many, many, many times. I'm a veteran of therapy, behavioral cognitive therapy. And for us, trigger words means a certain thing. It means something that triggers you back to trauma or something bad that happened that you don't want to remember. And he used it in another way. I'm thinking he's using it the way you say buzzwords. So you hear buzzwords and all of a sudden you're on alert. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? And maybe that goes back to this distracting thing, right? Oh, dear bunny, hope you feel better soon and somehow you're able to get some rest. That's the problem. I don't really watch TV, but if you're not keeping up with the news, you have no idea what's going on. But if you watch the news, you're not necessarily being told the truth. That's kind of the conundrum I'm having. I hope so soon school will start. My daughter's first day was yesterday, virtually online. They don't go back physically until September, at least here in the States, here in Texas. Watching kids because we have a religious celebration going on. So I'm looking after niece and nephew so their mom can do what they need. And Bunny's back. Prefer to be in a bubble than to be aware of what's going on. You know, they say ignorance is bliss, and they ain't lying. I don't know a lot of what's going on, and that's probably irresponsible of me, but my state of mind is much better. So, anyways, I just wanted to catch up with you guys in the chat just to make sure I acknowledge everybody coming in and to see what was going on. So, let me finish interpretation according to me. But, you know, the beautiful thing about songs, just like art, it's a lot of times it's open to interpretation to anybody. So, what this means to me might mean something different to you, to my son, who is in the younger crowd. He's in his 20s. He doesn't listen to rap, but still. My sister, who's also in her 20s, they're in a different generation. And so growing up with this, it might have a different meaning to them. My parents and older, that might have a different meaning. But let's finish breaking down the lyrics because I don't want I feel like the rhythm and beats of music sometimes can distract people from what's being said. So let's actually focus on what's being said here. Okay, we got the repetition of you need to let it go. If you want to fly, take the leap. You got to risk it all. Okay, and then here's this new part here. It says, remember, black is space. Black is space. Are we talking about outer space? Are we talking about personal space? Are we talking about social distancing? Are we talking about just occupying something? Black is space. It's the color of your face. There will be no sunny days if black went away. What does that mean to you? I'm going to tell you what it means to me. There will be no sunny days if black went away. There have been two type of movement, what do you call it? Not theories, thought experiments. A thought experiment is where you come up with this idea, what if, and then you play it out to see, what would happen after the fact. What if, and there was like I said, there was two that come to mind. What if there were not foreigners? Because here in the States, there's foreigners everywhere, but it was basically a Mexican thing. So the people that come up from Mexico, legally or illegally, people have their own personal opinions about it. And I saw this video says a day without Mexicans, basically saying, how would this infrastructure work without the labor and input from people of Mexican descent that come over here to work? Same thing with black people. Without black inventions, without inventions and contributions from black people, the United States and the world at large would be a different place. So that's how I interpret that. When I see there would be no sunny days if black went away. What is a sunny day? Relaxation, comfort, safety. Everything in the world is right. Everything is right in the world. Everything is just the way it's to be. There would be no sunny days if black went away. That's my interpretation of it. I could be totally wrong. Let me know what you think. I'm going to go down to this last portion here. Don't go chasing waterfalls. I was thinking about TLC when I saw that because they say, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. It was one of my favorite songs back in the day. They say, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the drip that you're used to. Now, back in that day when TLC came up with that song, waterfalls was like an analogy for what is waterfalls? It's fast moving water. It's fast moving water. You can get caught up in it. You can get hurt. You can go over a waterfall and get killed. And it says stick to the lakes and the rivers that you used to. Stay in your lane. Stay with something that you're comfortable with. And that particular song and video back in that day was talking about a lot of things that were going on in the urban society and the low income societies, where a lot of young black kids were getting hurt, getting caught up in different things, just exposing themselves to a lot of negative, harmful things, right? So let's bring it back to current days. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the drip that you're used to. Now, if you would have asked me a month ago what drip was, I would not have known. But now I know. Drip is basically the upgraded version of swag, and it comes from ice. So ice is like diamonds, anything of value that is used on your body to show your wealth, your prosperity, your influence, right? So ice or diamond, ice melts, that's your drip. Get it? For people that are squares like me that did not know that, that's what that drip means. I know I sound more of a square explaining it, but I feel like I need to do that. So stick to the drip that you're used to. They don't make them like they used to. Who don't they make like they used to, or what? You let me know your opinion of that. Me personally, I love looking at old movies from like the 50s, even the 60s. The men dressed differently, the women dressed differently, and we all just had a different comportment. Like people treated each other differently. Racism aside, because racism was just as bad then, if not worse. But that aside, just the way people carried themselves were differently. Um, it was different. It was at a different time, right? So that's how I take that part. They don't make them like they used to. It says here, lies told to you through YouTubes and Hulus. Yes, not everything on YouTube is what it appears to be. I've said that multiple times. Me and my journey to entrepreneurship, I am the complete opposite of all those gurus that say, I'm going to help you make $10,000 this weekend. Sign up for my course and webinar. Like, not everything you see on YouTube is real. So it says lies told to you through YouTubes and Hulus. And Hulus is just another service, streaming service that you can watch shows on, like Netflix. And I can't remember the other one. Sling, something like that. Shows with no hues that look like you do. Me, growing up watching TV, I loved watching The Cosby Show because it was one of the few shows where there was representation of people that looked like me. I get that. Shows with no hues, skin tones, color, ethnic backgrounds that look like you. It says there's Black Twitter. What's that? I honestly don't know. Do you know what Black Twitter is? I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever used it. When Jack gets paid, do you? Who is Jack? Who is Jack? For every one Gucci, support two FUBUs. Definitely. Everybody has their own brand, their own preference, their own thing that they like. But just as much as we support European made brands, or just, what do they call them? Street mainstream brands, whatever mainstream means. You know what mainstream means, right? Mainstream means not ethnic. Something that the general public is comfortable with, not other public. So for every one Gucci, support two FUBU. Support your black business. Basically, that's what they're saying. You know, you can get your Donatella, Versace, Gucci, whatever, whatever. Those people are already rich. They've already got it made. They already have a following. They already have influence. How about putting some of those dollars in economic buying power to your small local mom and pop and minority owned business? Now, this part, the sipping Cripa-Cola, consumer and owner, I don't get that part. I mean, I know what Coca-Cola is, but sipping Cripa-Cola, I believe Crip is referring to the gang group, the Crips, but their colors are blue and Coca-Cola is red and white. So I don't know if that's meant to be like a juxtaposition or some type of what's the word? What's the word? I don't know if that's meant to be that way or not, but consumer and an owner. We should all be a consumer and an owner. Have you ever heard the advice? Whatever you consume the most of, you should have stock in. So if you really like shoes, a particular brand of shoes, you should have stock in that company. If you really love iPhones, you should have stock in Apple. If you really, really like, I can't think of anything right now, whatever brand, a car brand, you should have stock in it. So that's that part there, consumer and the owner. And then till we all vertically integrated from the floor up. Don't really get that part. Vertical, of course, that's standing straight up and down, integrated, coming together in with the mainstream from the floor up. And then I don't know what Douce is. Douce pour up. I'm assuming it's alcohol, some type of alcoholic beverage. I don't drink, so I don't know. Douce pour up, sip ace till I throw up. I've never gotten the fact, I've never understood why the consumption of alcohol is supposed to represent coolness, but I guess these are expensive brands, and if you can't afford it, and then it probably means something to you. And if you can't afford it, then it's more influence, it's more power, it's more reflecting on you as a prosperous person. Like gang signs, except I bang mines for both of you. So I don't really follow gang news much, but I do know that um, for a really, really long time, especially in the 90s, there was lots of one versus the other, and it was just really, really terrible. But it says here that he's banging his, I guess go blow for blow or fighting for both sides. I'm going to put it that way. Serial entrepreneur, we on our own. A serial entrepreneur is a person that makes a business, builds it up, scales it, either maintains it or sells it, and then goes on to the next thing and then repeats that success. So, serial entrepreneur, we on our own. Okay. Stop sitting around waiting for folks to throw you a bone. Pretty self explanatory. If you can't buy the building, at least stock the shelf. Not all of us are in a position to make big purchases. Like a lot of the things that I look at on YouTube or all these business opportunities that I check out, they look legit, but you have to have the capital to invest in it. There is a YouTuber I follow. Her name is Erica Williams, and she's into trucking. She's not a trucker. She owns the trucks, and she has people working for her, and she's also into real estate. And I love listening to her, but I'm not even at that level yet where I can invest in some of the things that she offers. So that's what's making me think of this right here. If you can't buy the building, at least stock the shelf. So work, get your money up, get yourself in a position until you can get there. Then keep on stacking your money till you stocking for yourself. So is it stocking your own shelves or is it, investing in the stock? That could go both ways too. And then here's the final portion. Everything you place after black, like every modifier, every word, every noun that you place after black is too small a term to completely describe the act. Black nation, black builder, black entrepreneur. Let me know what your interpretation of that is. I'm going to say that my interpretation of that is you can have brand A and brand B. Brand A is black owned or minority owned. Brand B is not. And for some reason, people always go to brand B just because it seems a little more trustworthy, a little bit more solid, a little bit more legit. And they kind of downgrade or devalue the minority owned stuff. I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm probably completely wrong on that, but that's what I'm getting Everything you place after black is too small a term to completely describe the act. So it's kind of like the opposite. Black nation, black builder, black entrepreneur. You in the presence of black excellence, and I am on the board. Lord. So is that the board of directors? When you own, is it an LLC or an S corp? I can't remember which one it is, but when you go from being a sole proprietor to having an LLC, you have to have a board of directors, or is it the S corp? I think it's S corp or C corp, and basically it's a network of people that help supervise the business, get stock, and make business decisions so that the overall health of the company will be well. And then the last portion is the repetition of the word black man. Black man, black man, black man, black man, black man, black man. And I don't know how many times it is, but that is the end of the song. Okay, let me jump back into the chat. That's pretty much my breakdown and my interpretation. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing when more people jump in and watch this on the replay to see what other people's interpretation are. Oh my god. Once school starts, not gonna have a break from anything. As soon as I come back from school, it'll be dinner, homework, and bed. That sounds good. The bed part. Then the days I have off, will be back with the kids. I had back in July. It's gonna be fun times, but at least party every night. Woo! Okay, somebody having a good time. My connection is killing me. It's raining, so the connection keeps disconnecting. Hopefully, you can. If you want to watch it on the replay, it'll be clear going. Clear going. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Yep. I remember that. And the lady that used to play the wife on that show Rock, she was the mother of the young boy that kind of got killed. I don't know if he was doing a drug transaction or what, but the lady, I can't remember her name. Her name was Eleanor. Eleanor on the show Rock. She was the mom in that music video of the young boy that got shot and killed in the street. These young people need to slow down. The stuff that they're jumping into that's hurting, they jump into things that hurt them so fast, but the things that want to benefit them, they kind of stray away from. No glitch from my side. Maybe refresh the screen. You know what? It looks glitchy on my side, but somebody else said it's good. So I think it's just depending on what server you're jumping on. A lot of people have lost money for paying for something that wasn't essentially real. I've got a video coming out on that. I'm still editing it. It's about all these courses. All these courses, all these courses. Let me show you, let me show you, let me show you, let me teach you, let me teach you. How do you know what's real? So don't fall into the trap of believing everything you see because it's not a fun road to go down. That's what he said. Yep, that's what he said. All these lies on YouTubes and Hulus. I refreshed it. Seems to be okay now. I have a cousin here too, internet, and it's raining, so I'm thinking my connection is just unstable. Hopefully, if you watch it on the replay, it'll be better. If I really have to, I'll switch over to my data. And gummy bears. What? Gummy bears? What is this conversation coming to? All right. So, I got one more at the end. I was trying to look at Nightbot. Now, I would agree with all of that, but you have to know how to invest. Um, true. So here's my question for you guys. Do you listen to hip hop? If so, no, yeah. Do you listen to hip hop? And I was gonna make another video, but I'm gonna ask the question now. I can still ask the same question later. Do you listen to hip hop? If so, what life lessons have you learned? Because I feel like there is definitely good information here for those willing to listen to the lyrics. I feel like so many people just listen to the beat or get hypnotized by the music video. The music videos are just like off the chain nowadays. And there's so much visual that you don't really get a chance to pay attention to the lyrics. So based off of the lyrics, do you think those are strong entrepreneurial values? And do you think hip hop in general is a good source to learn about business and entrepreneurship? Because I'm going back to this comment here from this young lady. Let's see if I can get it on there. Go back to this comment. Where did she go? Going back to this comment for this young lady right here. And this is the comment she left me yesterday. If you want the blueprint to entrepreneurship, go listen to Nipsey Hussle. I've never listened to his music. I don't know anything about him other than the fact that he was killed in front of his own business. I think he made a huge difference in the community and gave back to the community. I think that's why people respect him so much, because not only was he, had swag and was a cool guy and made good music, but he was actually, I guess, trying to show people how to be their own boss and how to use entrepreneurship as a sustainable way of living, and not, and possibly even, get out of your current situation, whether it be the ghetto, whether it be the projects, whether it be a bad relationship, whether it be your job. So I'm actually going to take her up on this offer. I don't know if I'm going to be downloading or streaming any hip hop anytime soon, but I at least want to do the research and see who the man was behind Nipsey Hussle. I don't think that's his real name. I think that's a stage name, a play off of Nipsey Russell, right? Nipsey Russell, the actor. Remember, he played the Tin Man on The Wiz, which is the black version of The Wizard of Oz. So I know who Nipsey Russell is. I know more about Nipsey Russell than I do of Nipsey Hussle, but I'm going to take up her offer and I'm going to do some research, because I may very well be doing the same thing that people do with black businesses. People see black business and they just don't trust it, or they just have their own idea of it, or they may have had a bad experience and so they just shut it all out. I know what kind of music I like and I know what kind of music I don't like, but I may need to broaden my horizons to see if there's something I can learn from Pharrell, Jay-Z, Nipsey Hussle, and who else? I'm going to wrap it up right here. While you guys are thinking about those names of hip hop people that you want to share with me, you can come back to the video and leave them in the comment section. I'll read that. If you don't listen to hip hop, let me know why. Do you not think there's any benefit in it? And what celebrity or hip hop artist would you recommend learning business lessons from? Somebody said earlier, I don't listen to his music, but something like I appreciate where it comes from business wise. Let me go back to the top. Yeah, The Wiz, in the beginning, I don't quite like Jay Z music, but I like his background from a business standpoint. So, who is your favorite celebrity entrepreneur? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat before I sign off. And I'm going to check this chat a little bit before I do head out. And I do appreciate all you guys who were able to join me on the live stream of my breakdown of the lyrics. The title says, "What does entrepreneur mean?" What does the title, or what does the lyrics, what does the song Entrepreneur mean? And me deciphering Pharrell's song. What is the meaning of the song? And we had some politics in there. We had some financial stuff in there. We had some cultural stuff in there. Did I miss anything? Let me know that as well. Oh, and before I get off, let me do a little promotion, because somebody told me I don't promote my stuff enough. Life of Steph, she was in my comment section too, and asking me, do you do advertising? Do you do marketing? Do you promote your brand? Do you have merch? Do you have courses? I've done almost everything. I have not done a course, because I honestly, if I'm honest with myself, I need to humble myself and say I don't know enough myself to try to teach somebody else. So no, I don't have any courses. I do have a ebook coming out. I'm still writing it, and I do have merch. So if you look right there, if you look right there, you see that black and white design. It says Entrepreneur. That is my design. I designed that myself like a month or two ago before this song came out, but it's an appropriate time to promote it. So I do have merch on Teespring, and let's see. I do have merch on Teespring. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can throw up a screen share really quick, because I do want to share something with you. Screen share. What happened to my screen share? Okay, I think that's it. I haven't been live in so long that I kind of forgot how to use it. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Sorry about that, you guys. There we go. Oh, now I don't know how to get it down. Okay. It's acting funky. Okay, let me do the screen share really quick so I can show you what I was trying to show you. This is the actual pillow that is for sale. It's ready for purchase if you want to check it out. Let me make sure I can see, you guys can see what I'm seeing. Okay, so this entrepreneur design, like I said, I designed it myself. It is an original design. I'm getting mine in a pillow, so I already ordered it. I designed it. I ordered it. It says entrepreneur in black and white with like a black border. You can't really see it on this pillow, but it is also available in a bag. It's also available in like a sticker. Where's that sticker at? I think that's like a throw blanket, a pair of socks. There's the sticker. So it's available in a sticker. It's available in a couple of apparel items like tanks and hoodies and t-shirts. I think that's a phone case, little doggy outfit. And yes, if you would like to support the work I do here on this channel and get some cool merch, you can come to this website. I'll drop it. The link is already in the chat. It's also on that scrolling blue and white scrolling text. And let me show you my entire store, which has actually been available for a while. I just never promote it. If you want to support this channel, you can always check out my Teespring merch. The link is in my banner. The link is in my banner on my page. So if you go to my page on your laptop, or if you go to my About Me page, you will be able to get the links to all this stuff. You probably have seen me wear this one before. I've worn this a couple of times. All my friends are on YouTube, and you can be too. Subscribe. I had a little song and dance to go with it. Let's see. The line for autograph starts here. I want to be famous, YouTube famous. So yeah. That's in black and white, or black shirt here, white shirt there. YouTube me. You know how they got that phrase, Google me? Well, I don't know if you can Google me, but you can YouTube me. And while you're here, share, like, comment, subscribe. Most of these I tried to make them sort of generic so that anybody can buy them for themselves. Some of them are directly supportive of me, 40 Entrepreneur Drive, so much more than a 40 ounce. You know, my nickname is 40 because some people were not able to pronounce entrepreneur. And so I said, you know, you can just call me 40. And some people just call me 40. And some people with smart jokes call me 40 ounce, referring to the beer. But there's so much more than a 40 ounce. By the way, did you know that the average size of the human brain is a little bit more than 40 ounces? Yes. The human female brain is about 44 ounces, and the average adult male brain is about 49 ounces. And most adolescents' brains are around 40 ounces. So there's lots of significance to the number 40. Anyways, just wanted to share that with you before I got off of here. Support your girl. Get some merch, some cool merch. I don't have all my designs up here, but from what you can see, these are all available right now. And yeah, let me come on back. And I thank you. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your input. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Actually, let me make sure I didn't miss anybody, because sometimes people say something right at the end and I don't see it. And it hurts people's feelings, so I don't like to hurt people's feelings. I agree with all that. You're doing a good job of breaking down the message and the music. You should do this more often. I'm most definitely enjoying it. I like 50 Cent. He's a good business person also. You know what? Maybe I'll do a series on that. Maybe I will do a series on hip hop entrepreneurs. Who knows? Thanks again for your time, you guys. I know this was a pop up, impromptu, but I did want to throw that out there since I made the reaction video, and then I kind of had my own personal feelings about it, and told you guys why I felt that way. I did want to at least give them the benefit of the doubt, see what the message was behind the song, and break it down according to me. Let me know in the comments what that song means to you, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.